Wait till you see this.
Having a baby is the best thing that ever happened to me, so that's probably why I tried.
Win! Hang tough.
Teaming up the Gladiators with some of the country's finest and fittest young athletes in Train2win! And please make some Gladiator-style noise for our hosts, Margarita Taylor and Kieran Bracken!
In Birmingham for Train2win!
Our two teams are two young contestants. Each have a gladiator as their team captain, and they'll be competing for the Train2win Golden Trophy and the grand prizes of a PlayStation and colour television.
And the runners-up receive the silver Train2win trophy, and every contender walks away with a Train2win medal.
So those are the prizes. Now let's meet the teams. First up, it's Danny Chandler and Elly Crowther, and their team captain is Rhino.
And with Rhino, Elly Crowther, who wants one day to be a pilot in the RAF. She's 14 years old and comes from Birmingham. And her partner, 12-year-old Danny Chandler, who's a keen gymnast from Kensington in London.
That's one team. Now let's meet the other team with Chris Morrissey and Carly Wilson, and their team captain is Lightning!
And with Lightning, here's Chris Morrissey. He's a member of the Manchester Harrier Athletics Club. He's 12-year-old from Stockport, and his teammate ran for England in the cross countries. It's 14-year-old Carly Wilson from Cramlington.
So now you've met the teams, let the games begin!
We're going to go first, yeah? You go first, go second, I'll go third, and then we'll rotate it again.
Danny, Elly, we're going to do this.
Yep.
Speed.
Yeah.
Use your hands now.
Tactics are opposite hand to foot, yeah?
Big high legs.
Yeah, Ellie's going first, I'm going second.
Yep.
Let's do it. We're ready.
Yes, it's time for the fruit pyramid. This is a straightforward relay race, and each member of the team must retrieve fruit which is stationed at different levels of the pyramid. Once they've done this, they all must race to the top as quick as they can. The quickest team will win and receive 10 points. The runners-up, 5 points.
Lightning's team, are you ready?
Yes!
Rhino's team, are you ready?
Yeah!
3, 2, 1.
First, go.
So here we go. As soon as one team member reaches the bottom, having chucked a bit of fruit off the pyramid, that's the signal for their team member to start. And with some encouragement from Mum, Carly's red team is just inching ahead, closely followed by the Blues. Oh, off goes the pair, halfway there. And ex-Lightning's team are powering towards the top as they grab hold of that giant banana. And it's a long way up this pyramid, especially when you're Danny's size. Both teams getting the encouragement they need. Now, once that apple's been collected, the Gladiators can make the dash for the final pineapple on the top. And there goes Lightning, taking it all in her stride, with Rhino just 2 or 3 seconds behind. But it's the team that can get all 3 members to the top first that collect the 10 points. And here comes Carly, Chris and Lightning. It looks like the Reds have clinched first place in our opening game.
Start of that.
Just to get to the top.
And Elly, how are you feeling? Tired? It's hard. Rhino, it looked like tough going up there.
I think Danny and Elly have done very well. Got off to a good start, but Lightning is the king of the pyramid, so, you know, it was up against it. Best of luck in our next event, so let's do it.
Let's do it for Rhino's team!
Well done, Chris. Some of those steps are bigger than you.
It's dead hard. Just trying my best.
Now, what happened at the top there? You forgot to press the buzzer, didn't you?
I know, I didn't realise. We got to the top and we just stood there.
Lightning, you were in such confident mood at the start, weren't you?
I think Chris and Collie have got a very healthy appetite this morning. I mean, crikey, they were hungry to get those throughs. And they've got very good tactics. They were very fast. And because we can't see the other side, how the opponents are doing, as soon as I saw them, I thought, yes, we've got it.
Well, congratulations, you've won 10 points. Let's hear it for Lightning's team.
Big cheer for Lightning's team, and well done. It was a close-run thing, but a good game and a good start. So after an energetic first game, it's Rhino's team, Danny and Elly, with 5 points, but in the lead, Lightning's team, Chris and Carly, with 10 points.
Okay, Danny, a good push off, swing forward and pull back with the other arm.
Yeah.
Momentum, yeah? Nothing to do with strength, just momentum.
Right, Chris, you're going to go first, and as soon as you come over onto my platform, I'm going to try and get over the other side and beat Rhino's team. Now, the bigger the swing, the more rings you've got a choice of catching. Okay, so keep it nice and big, yeah? Try not to muscle up. Try not to use those shoulders. It's all in the arms, and it's a nice big rhythm that you've got going. So the bigger the swing, the better it is. Good luck, after all. We are the Lightning!
Yes, next up, it's Hang Tough. The two contestants will race against each other, swinging all the way across the arena. Once they reach the other side, their respective gladiators will have to do the same. The winning team will receive 10 points. The runners-up, 5 points. Over to our referee, Andrew Norgate. Danny and Chris, are you ready? Lightning and Rhino, are you ready?
So let's find out who's competing with who. Teaming up with Chris, we've got Lightning, who's 1.70 meters tall and weighs in at 58 kilograms. And Danny's teammate is Rhino, who's actually 18 centimeters smaller than Lightning, but weighs in at 107 kilograms.
3, 2, 1.
So here comes the legendary Hang Tough, because you got to hang and you got to be tough. Now, Danny and Chris trying to concentrate and coordinate the rhythm as they aim to swing smoothly and steadily across the arena. And it's only when they've reached the end and tagged their gladiators that Rhino and Lightning can set off. And here it gets difficult because they're both going for the same ring as they try their best to swing across in a straight line, but it's not that easy when you're that high up. Chris doing very well, just in the lead there. And as soon as he lands on the crash mat, that means Lightning can start. But she's got a job on her hands because as Danny and Chris have set the rings in motion, Lightning's going to find it difficult to reach out and grab one that's near to her. Now Danny's just dropped off. He's got a bit stuck up there, so a short penalty for the Blues before Rhino can start. And here he comes now. He's got some catching up to do. And he really has to stretch and grab hold of any ring he can. But Lightning wants to keep it for herself. She looks like she's having fun up there, and with one more easy swing to go, she clinches another victory for the Reds. A little victory leap there as she watches Rhino finishing up for the Blues. Oh, what a show-off. Rhino's finally finished, but that doesn't change the fact that Lightning's team have now won 2 games in a row.
Right, Danny, you're a bit of a gymnast. That must have made it a bit easier.
Yeah, but it's hard to switch rings when you're going in a straight line.
Now, what happened towards the end? Because you seemed to get stuck just at the end.
Yeah, I carried on going in a straight line and I couldn't twist myself because the rings I was trying to go for, he kept grabbing them.
Chris, wow, the team talk paid off, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. I was really amazed the way he did it so well. So, I don't know.
Lightning, this is your event. I mean, you made it look so easy for the pair of you.
He's like the Hang Tough king. He was perfect. I was watching him thinking, oh my God, he's brilliant. I was thinking, I hope I don't make a mistake and look so silly against him. But a team, it was brilliant. I'm so impressed. Well done, Chris.
So after that, Danny and Elly are hanging behind with 10 points, but in the lead with 20 points, the Hang Tough king, Chris, along with Carly and Lightning's team.
Elly, big legs, you can do this. When I used to do it, I used to use big legs, only the arms for controlling, yeah?
At the other end of the arena, our contender is waiting in their atmosphere. What they have to do is roll the giant atmosphere towards the skittles. Every skittle they knock down is worth 1 point. It's a tough game, it's not easy. It's time to see it.
Elly, are you ready to rock and roll? 3, 2, 1.
As Margarita says it's a tough game and not easy because once you get these things rolling, it's pretty tough to change direction or do much about it. But Elly's doing a pretty good job as she tries to hit the centre and straightening up as best she can, just off centre a bit, but manages to knock 4, 5, 6 skittles for 6. Now let's check out Elly's technique on the action replay, and she's using all her strength. It's harder than it looks here because once this atmosphere gets going, it just doesn't stop. It can even overtake you, but even with a tumble, Elly manages to get 6 skittles down.
Elly, you look unstoppable in there.
It's hard work, it's really hard. When the foot fell there, I thought, oh no, but I got up again and got him down. It's brilliant, that. It's really good.
It looks like Rhino was giving you some advice at the start there.
Yeah, really helpful. I just had to keep my legs up high. Yeah, and did it.
She was a top girl, wasn't she, Rhino?
Elly was brilliant. She went charging like a rhino, and that's the way we wanted it. She's done very well. We haven't counted all the skittles yet.
I think you got 6 down, Elly. Congratulations. Let's hear it from Rhino and Elly.
Great teamwork there. Elly's determination, Rhino's encouragement, a good result.
Ready? Yeah, now don't forget, it's all in the legs, like a lot of the other games. Get your legs high, keep the weight going forwards, but keep the steps nice and controlled, big controlled steps, okay? Don't try and run at it because it'll overgo and you'll end up falling over, okay? If you want to change direction, just go up to the side of the atmosphere slightly, to the side that you want to go, all right? Your hands are just for balance, so you just keep your hands on the atmosphere for balance. Don't try and push with the hands because all your weight is in your feet, so that's what's going to move it, okay?
Next to run Atmosphere Elly, it's Carly with her team captain, Lightning.
Carly, are you ready to rock and roll? 2, 1.
It's only rock and roll, but we like it. Let's see how Carly does after that excellent team talk from Lightning. She's doing a pretty good job of keeping in a straight line, and with her legs up high, she goes in right for the centre and manages to knock 1, 2, 3, 4 skittles down. Mum and Dad pretty happy there. And let's have a look and see how she builds up speed steadily and keeps her legs high, her concentration steady, and hits the skittles slap bang in the middle. And that's an exciting way to go 10-pin bowling.
Carly, well done. You got 4 down. You had some massive support there. Did it make a difference?
It was difficult out there. I went up there centre and I tried to get back, but it was very difficult.
You seem to be getting some tips from Lightning at the start. Was it directional, you know? What were her tips?
Just to keep your legs going and use your hands for your balance. Just go for the centre.
I think you girl done good, as they say.
I think so. You have to remember that these atmospheres are so heavy, especially for the girls. But I think she did very well. I mean, 10-pin bowling in itself is really difficult, and I can't do it, but she did really well there. Very good.
Let's hear it for Carly and Lightning.
Brilliant, well done.
So after that high-speed knockout, Danny and Elly are catching up with 16 points, but still in the lead, Chris and Carly with 24 points.
We can do this. We're behind, but we can do it. Use your legs, not your arms, remember what I told you. Inside, lift the overhang, and then the left at the top. Yeah? Yep. Let's do it for the Rhino team, man. Yeah. The Danny team. Yeah. You can do it.
Let's do it.
All them fans, look behind you.
If you put your legs a bit higher and push, your hands will actually reach those. But if you don't use the legs and try and use the arms to pull yourself up, not only will you tie your arms out, but you will not be able to reach them. So
I don't see how I got my legs up though.
You will. You'll find the footholds. But if you can't find the footholds, there are ledges that you can actually use to pull yourself up on. Yeah, but remember, it is all in the legs. Get the legs high and push. The hands just for balance. Okay? Good luck.
The wall is awesome. It's a test of skill and strength. First, the contender races to the top of the wall. Once they've reached the top, their Gladiator team captain can take over. Once contender and team captain are at the top of the wall, they win, receiving 10 points. Runners-up receive 5.
Now this is the actual wall we use in the main Gladiator show, and as Danny can see, it's a long way up.
Over to our referee now, Andrew Norgate.
Chris and Danny, you'll go on the whistle. Lightning and Rhino, you'll go when your team member reaches the top. Are you ready?
Yes!
3, 2, 1.
And as they hit the wall, it's Danny who has the most confident start, leaping up the first few feet. Remember, these footholds are placed far enough apart to challenge a full-size Gladiator. Rhino willing on his teammate. And Lightning shouting directions. And it's Danny really powering ahead as he negotiates the overhang and just about manages to pull himself up by his arms and approaches the final stage of the mighty 36-foot wall. He's not a tall lad, but he's doing remarkably well here. And he's hit the top, so that's the cue for Rhino to follow suit. And Rhino has a good start over Lightning here. As Rhino ascends the wall, Chris is using every ounce of concentration as he battles his way to the top. And he's finding it tricky because those footholds are quite a distance apart. And the higher you go, the tougher it is. And Chris using sheer determination to beat that wall. And Lightning getting herself ready, and boy, has she got a lot to do when she takes over. As Chris reaches the top, I bet he's glad that's over. Well done, Chris. And look at Lightning go. This is where she gets her name from. Rhino's already at the top, but Lightning makes it look like she's out for an afternoon stroll. She's not wasting any time and manages to zoom up 36 feet of wall in the time it takes most people to walk 36 feet. And it's a lonely job, this being a Gladiator. But not for long, because she's scampering up then to meet Chris. And with a cheeky smile, just manages to make it look so easy. Oh, look, Danny's mum's having a good time.
Chris, Lightning was showing you the way at the bottom. Was she showing you the right route?
Yeah, it's just, I'm not very good at this one. I don't like it that much. I just tried to get to the top and I did it. I'm just happy now.
But did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Well, you've got a smile on your face. Lightning, what is the technique to this event?
Oh, no, I was trying to use the legs. I mean, if you try and pull up with the arms, not only does your arm ache, but also you can't reach the next one above you. Your arms aren't quite as long as the legs. So if you get the legs high, push up, there's always a handhold there for you. But bless, Chris is only little, and he was so nervous. Give him a round of applause.
Yeah, well done, Chris. Now, Danny, you were up there like a bullet, weren't you?
Yeah, it's my favourite event and I was really looking forward to it and I couldn't wait till I got up there.
Now, Rhino, what sort of things were you telling him at the start?
Well, I was telling Danny everything I didn't do myself. I'm forever indebted to Danny. He's done very well. Loads of respect to Chris as well. The wall is very hard. Well done, Danny. You're the man.
Well, you've won 10 points. Let's hear it for Rhino's team and Lightning's team. Well done.
And let's just look at our champ Danny on the replay. He's speeding up that wall, virtually leapfrogging over the overhang, and a well-deserved victory. So that brings the scores more into line, with Rhino's team just trailing with 26 points and Lightning's team still in the lead with 29 points. So Chris and Carly now have a 3-point lead, which translates into a valuable 1.5-second head start as both teams prepare to battle it out in the Eliminator.
Keep a good balance on the beam, and rather than put your feet one after the other, all pointing in the same direction, turn them out slightly. It's more balance, okay? Keep the arms out. Keep the centre of gravity low, okay?
Okay, Danny, you know what you've got to do. Keep a cool head. Don't go too fast because you might fall off. Touch all the yellows, and when you get to the end, underneath as fast as you can. Over that rope, get a big foot. Get that rope right over. You can do this, Danny. You can do this. I believe you can do it. Yeah? Keep a cool head.
And then you've got that wire, haven't you? Okay, keep the legs out again. Nice big sets. Keep them long. Okay, keep them out so you've got good balance. And then to our friend Carly. Okay, so grit those teeth, get on with it, and just do your best. That's all we can ask for, and enjoy it too. I'll be with you all the way. Okay?
Yes, it's time for the Eliminator, the final event. Lightning's team has a 1.5-second head start. And at the halfway mark are two of the contestants waiting to be tagged by their partners. Over to the starting line where Margarita is now.
Chris, you're 1.5 seconds ahead at the moment and you're smiling as ever. How are you feeling?
Great, I just try my best and see what happens.
Lightning, you giving a few tips there?
I did do. We've been through all the pieces of apparatus on the Eliminator, and he looks quite confident, actually, and he's a little bit nervous, but he'll do great. He's going to do his best, and his best is going to be good enough.
You feeling confident?
Yeah.
All right then, Danny, 1.5 seconds to make up. Have you got a strategy to do it?
I'm just going to look forward and do my best, and that's what I can really do.
I think you've got a great team, Rhino. How do you think they're going to do?
Danny's done very well. I think he's looking forward to it. He's got all them fans over there supporting him. Yeah, let's do this. I think he just wants to get it on. He's got a cool head, so let's do this.
All right, 1.5 seconds. It's going to be close. Good luck, both of you.
Loads of support for Chris, whose nickname is Mozza. And equal support for Danny, who's got 1.5 seconds to make up.
Over to our referee, Andrew Norgate.
So the pressure's on. Everything rests on the next few minutes.
Chris, you'll go on my first whistle. Danny, you'll go on my second whistle. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
So Chris first, and then Danny. He's got to catch up, and they both have to pull off quite a balancing act and get over these red and white beams without falling off, which is hard when you're trying to go quickly. And, oh, Danny's having trouble. If you fall, you've got to go back to the yellow section and start again. And Chris doing very well off the beams and straight under the webbing mat. And he throws himself into the wall, and look how Danny's catching up. He's recovered not only from his time penalty, but from his stumble on the wall, and they're neck and neck now as they hit the wire bridge. Can Danny overtake as they run down the wire bridge? Oh, what a shame, Danny. And this gives Carly a chance to stretch her lead, and there's loads of support from her family as she pulls herself across the overhead ladder. Now Elly's being tagged for the Blues, and Rhino's willing her to catch up and doing a very good job as the Blues once again narrow the Reds' lead. And this is a toughie spaghetti junction. Contestants have been lost in here for days. The trick is not to rush and to keep as low as possible, and Carly's having a bit of trouble. She's having to battle it out of those bungees, which means that Elly's through. She's stolen the lead. And much to the delight of her parents, she approaches the final challenges of the Eliminator, such as this, the balance beam. Oh, steady Elly. And with Carly hot on her heels, she's over the beam and makes a last-minute burst up the travelator. Walks it very confident and through the paper burst for the time of 1:22. That makes a happy family. And here comes Carly for the Reds. She had trouble with Spaghetti Junction, but she's made it. And goes through the paper burst.
Danny and Elly, you did so well there. What was the hardest part?
It's that net thing. It's just really hard. Just got to push out the way. It's just really hard. And then travelator, I just look forward. I did it.
Now, you had a few problems on the ropes there. You fell off a couple of times, but it was okay, wasn't it?
Yeah. When I got near the end, I thought I had to start again, but I realised I didn't.
But Rhino, you put them right, didn't you? Because otherwise it could have been trouble.
Well, I don't know if it's down to me. They've done very well. The grit and determination on their faces, that showed all of it. Well done. Brilliant. Excellent.
Well, you've won the Eliminator. Let's hear it for Rhino's team.
Chris, it was neck and neck at the start there.
I was just same place as him, and he fell off on the balance beam, and then he fell off on the rope as well. So I got a little bit of a lead.
And Carly, how do you think it went? I mean, you know, it was tough going out there. How was it for you?
It was hard. I just couldn't get through the bungee bit. It was really hard. I just couldn't get through.
But, oh, you look so worn out. Look, here, take your contenders' medals. There's your Train2win medal. I think you did brilliantly. Lightning, your team was ace.
Oh, they're absolutely fabulous. I really enjoyed working with them both today. They're great children. But the problem with this eliminator, that the ropes are going all like this. It's so difficult to get through. And I know she's a little bit nervous about it, but you did very good. And I want to say congratulations to both of you. No one's a loser. You did great, and I love you both.
Have you enjoyed yourselves today?
Yeah, it's been brilliant.
And Chris, you still smiling?
Yeah, brilliant.
Let's do it for Lightning's team!
Yeah, it was brilliant. Never mind, Chris and Carly, a good effort, but it does mean that our winners today and the very first team to make it on our Train2win leaderboard are Danny Chandler and Elly Crowther with a very impressive eliminator time of 1:22.
Chris, smiling the whole day, smiling through till the end.
What another brilliant contest it was. So join us next week where we'll be doing the same in Train2win.
For safety reasons, do not attempt to recreate any of the events you've seen on Train2win.
Show the stuff you're made of. Can you see the fate of the gladiators? Can you challenge the gladiators? Will you take on the gladiators?
each other. Well, they've now got smaller ones, it seems. The young person's equivalent to the popular adult television programme. Amongst the contenders in the first programme will be 12 years old Chris Morrissey from Manchester. He's a member of the Manchester Harriers running club, so he won't actually be fighting on the programme. He'll be running away from everyone he doesn't like and doing it well enough. Anyway, after thorough physical and personality testing, he got a place to compete with the rest of them for the title of Junior Gladiators champion. He's with me now, and he brought his mum. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you well?
We are both well.
Okay.
Gladiator? I've seen them on the telly, I have to tell you. They've got muscles in their spit. You are not exactly, 12 foot tall and 280 pounds, as the Americans say, are you?
No.
No. So you're going to get marmalised?
No.
No, right. Why aren't you going to get marmalised? Are you good at it?
I was okay at some of the events. And some of them I got battered on.
Hang on a minute. What have you got written on your hand?
Oh, it's, friends from school said, mention Sean
You've had to write it on your hand.
Greg Scott, and Jonathan Wilbraham, and Daniel Melia, and Robert Lowe, and then he put, and me.
And me, but you don't know who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, you?
Me, yeah.
Oh, yeah, mention you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you might as well then. Go on, mention you.
I'm Chris. Hello.
Marvellous. That was easy, wasn't it?
Very.
What did you have to do to be a gladiator?
I ran for Stockport in the youth games.
Yeah.
And the team manager had a call from ITV, and he said, put so many names forward. And I put my name down, and I got a letter saying to go to Bellevue Sports Centre to do a trial. I did the trial, and it was press-ups and sit-ups and everything, and it was dead hard. And then I got through that. Then they had a personality test, and so you wouldn't freeze in front of the camera.
Yeah.
You just like asking you questions, and would you dance at discos and everything. And that was it then.
So it was all that. And when do you actually do the thing, or have you already done it?
I've already done it.
Are you allowed to tell us how you went on?
No.
Your mum says you are.
I'm not.
Not allowed to tell who won.
Oh, right. But how did you get on? Did you do all right?
He did all right.
I did
You did all right. We're not listening to you. Mum's always saying it. You can come 19th out of 18 and you'll say you did all right. What are you? What sort of a credibility gap have we got here? Dear me, how do you think you did?
I think I did quite well.
Yeah? Okay. When are you on the telly then?
Tomorrow?
Oh, right. What time?
20 to 5.
20 to 5. We shall not miss it, because I've got bigger all to do in the afternoons, as you know. Listen, well done. He did all right. Good grief. Chris Morrissey and Mum Maureen, we wish you luck. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Cheers. Ta-ra now.
Bye.
You'll be all right. You'll be able to do that, but you wouldn't be able to manage the James H. Reeve quiz, I assure you. Anyway, my mate James is... Oh, hang on, he wants to say something.
Mum's told me to say this anyway. It's Mr. Doherty at St. James. He asked to tell him to say thanks because he gave me an extended hour lunch if I could come here. And
Oh, well, that's all right. Well done, Mr. Doherty. Thank you very much. Cheers, there you are. Well, that's everybody thanked and everybody rewarded. He won't tell us whether he won or not, but his mum says he did jolly well. Like I said, you come now. Still think he did all right. Never mind. What he wouldn't be able to do, of course, is do any better than the contestants on the James H. Reeve quiz. Because, well, they